It started with a forgotten town, where the stars didn't shine quite right. Bruce Banner walked into Vertigris, Kansas, beneath a crooked sky and a sign that welcomed him like a trap snapping shut. The streets were quiet, too quiet, and the Emerald Cinema stood like a tombstone in the heart of town. He bought a ticket, not knowing he was the only guest, or maybe the only one still awake. Inside, darkness wrapped around Bruce like a noose. Rows of bodies filled the seats, slumped, hypnotized, silent. He remembered the reports now, the missing people. They weren't missing. They were here, watching, entranced. A figure stood at the front of the room, commanding the screen like a puppet master. Mass hypnosis, he said. The hottest ticket in town. Bruce felt the chill settle in his bones. Just as the figure whispered, "I saved you a seat." The nightmare had a name, Scarecrow, a fear feeder. He danced between aisles, mocking, feeding, conjuring terrors from the deep wells of every mind present. The townspeople were afraid of everything, opioids, storms, clowns. He gave them all of it. For him, it was dinner and a show. But Bruce was the main course, a buffet of existential dread. "You're my big old bucket of popcorn," Scarecrow grinned. Bruce resisted, trembling. He couldn't let it in. Not again. But resistance crumbled fast. Scarecrow pierced his mind like a scalpel, dragging Bruce through horrors yet to come. Apocalypses, world enders, the void. "See the future you fear," the demon whispered. Bruce begged it to stop, clawing at his skull. His knees gave way. The others watched, paralyzed. "I always overdo it," Scarecrow laughed as Bruce collapsed. "Well, I'm stuffed." The fear was too much, even for him, but fear isn't always fatal. From Bruce's twitching hand, a pulse. Green split through cloth like lightning through clouds. Scarecrow turned, already backing away. "Number, that's impossible." But it wasn't. It was inevitable. Hulk emerged from the shadows, a storm wrapped in muscle and fury. "Don't you love a good twist?" The monster had woken, and now the real horror would begin. The Scarecrow lashed out with every trick, fear gas, mind control, astral illusions. But none of it touched Hulk. "I'm not scared of monsters," the green giant growled. He wasn't the prey anymore. But the others in the theater? They screamed. They ran, and Hulk didn't stop them. "No," he said softly, "but they are." Dottie fled with the rest as Hulk turned to face the puppeteer. Scarecrow raged, losing control. He screamed at the fleeing herd, cursed their cowardice. But Hulk was already on him. "With all the fear I took from Banner," Scarecrow said, "you think you can beat me?" Hulk only smirked. "Afraid not." One swing, one crack, and the boogeyman's weapon shattered like glass. The king of nightmares bled fear now. Fist met flesh with bone-crushing finality. Scarecrow flew through the air, limbs flailing like rags. Hulk advanced, more storm than man. "So much for your kingdom," he said. The screen flickered, showing not Scarecrow's illusions, but his. "What's that?" the villain gasped. His own nightmare, raw and unfiltered, spilled from the projector. Vengeful villagers. Monsters. Himself. "Looks like a monster movie," Hulk said, eyes like twin eclipses. "The only fear left to project. Yours." Scarecrow ran, but fear made his feet heavy. He scrambled toward the projector, screaming for it to stop. Hulk followed, patient and relentless. "You're terrified," he said, "because you don't know where your movie ends." Scarecrow sobbed, swearing he wanted to go home. Hulk grabbed the reel and smashed it down, flames bursting from the machine. "A preview," Hulk said, smirking, "of where you're headed." The final act had begun. Fire swallowed the room. Scarecrow burned like a paper doll, his cries drowned in the roar of his own inferno. Hulk watched, calm, almost amused. The Nightmare Master now a shadow cast against his own hell. As smoke curled and the walls cracked, Hulk grinned. It ain't Kansas. And behind him, only a single raven remained, perched above the credits of a story no one would ever forget. Guys, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It really means a lot to me.